Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. So today we will see what is NAV. NAV. So NAV stands for net asset value. So in general, NAV represents the net value of an entity, we can say. Net value of an entity or a fund, we can say. So what is this NAV is like? NAV is going to represent a difference between the total asset minus total liabilities of any entity or fund. So it will be the difference of total assets minus total liabilities of any fund or entity or a company, we can say. So this NAV is commonly used as per share value for kind of funds. For funds it is used as per share value. Whereas it will be calculated as the levels at which it is going to be traded for the firm's book value. A firm is like, so for a fund it is per share value, NAV is calculated on the basis, whereas for entity it is calculated on the basis of book value of that entity or the firm or company, we can say. So why this is calculated as a per share value and why this is kind of book value, it is all based upon the origination or the base what we are having here. So for entity, if we see, entity is like it's a company, right? So the book value of that closing book value of that company just vary as per the daily market values. So on daily market, mark to market or MTM, we will say mark to market basis, the closing book value of any entity or an organization will be like varying. So for that, on the closing book value, what are the total assets minus what are the total liabilities, that will be the net asset value for an entity. Whereas if you take the kind of funds, we are telling like it is per share value. So the funds can be like a mutual fund or ETF, exchange traded funds, or even any kind of closed end fund. So basically kind of investment funds on the whole, we can say. So why this net asset value is used is, it is used to commonly identify the potential investment opportunities. So we know, right, while assessing the what is the asset it is owned and what is the liabilities it is owned, so based upon that what is the exact value for that, if you are arriving on that, we will know if it is a good option to invest in that. So this NAV value for any funds or any entity will actually help the users, the trading participants, to identify it as a potential investment opportunity or not. So based upon this NAV, they can take some better decisions. So in the case of entity, it is going to be kind of, the whole entity value, right? So there it is going to help us to assess even that. So how risk it will be, how much profitable it will be, or how loss we are going to face. Is it a kind of manageable one, can we know? So that ideas we can get it through this net asset value basically. So these net asset value, they can also be used to calculate one's own portfolio value. Our own portfolio value of the holdings we have, that also we can be able to arrive easily by using this net asset value. So as we told, like for funds it is going to be kind of per share value. There is this formula which is popularly used for calculating this NAV. So NAV will be equal to assets minus liabilities divided by total outstanding shares. So using this formula, one can easily arrive at the NAV value. So the term NAV is got popularity in the industry due to it is supporting the fund valuation and pricing. So fund valuation and pricing is nothing but the same thing, whatever we have just told about. So by arriving NAV using this formula, one is able to provide support on fund valuation. So it is valuated, right? Valuation and fix the pricing of that particular fund or an entity based upon that. So that is helping through this NAV calculation. So that is the major advantage considered here. So hope you all got an idea of what are NAVs. We'll see on our next video as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. Please do subscribe to our channel and share it to your friends. Take care. Bye bye.